As I always ask people what they want to do, there's a wide range of things. Some things are almost impossible to do, and kind of strange requests from some of these students sometimes. But I took a vote, and a lot of them said Moana when I let them write down what they wanted to play for the concert. So we were playing Moana, and this is a selection from Moana, the Disney, one of the more current Disney movies. Holst wrote a whole suite on the planets, both the name of the planets and also the astrology sign, like Saturn and Pluto and Mars, like we have here. And this one is based on Mars, the god of war. So this is Mars, the bringer of war is what it's called. If we had to play the whole suite, we'd be here forever. So we just took a bridge version. But this is Mars, bringer of war. It's the one that starts the whole thing. It's a really harsh look at, especially back in his time when he wrote it. A lot of people didn't like this one because of this piece, Mars. They thought it was too harsh and stuff. So the one after it is Venus, the bringer of peace. So they kind of balanced out after that. But we're only doing Mars because it sounds more awesome. Okay, so here's Mars. Okay, Kentucky 1800. This is a pretty standard piece in concert literature today. And I just lost my notes. And it has a lot of the folk songs of that time period. Oh, there it is. It's based on 3 American folk songs: The Promised Land, Cindy, and I'm Sad and I'm Lonely. They're melodies which are reminiscent of the years the pioneers were forging westward. It is a tone poem in which thematic material is treated in great depth and with variety. The work is a band masterpiece which has long become a favorite with audiences. So here is Kentucky 1800. Okay, at this time, let's give them a little bit of a break. This is a very extensive concert today. Those pieces are, some range from difficulty from grade 2 to grade 3 to grade 4. And this is a 7 through 12 concert band. Most concert bands, especially high school, have split concert bands, so then they do like 4 or 5 pieces of concert. So, but since we have so many, we do a lot more, and it's very impressed with these people every year. They always perform well with musical ability and show musical, make it musical through showing the dynamics, articulations, everything. They've done a great job with it this year. So, thank you everyone. We have some awards to give out. The first award is to a 9th grade student. We base these on, Mrs. Nelson and I base these on merit of, how much they've done with both marching band and concert band. If they've gone on to district festivals and that kind of thing. And it's really impressive me to see people do that. And it gives them experience of going to a band that is a full-size band that we don't have here so much because we can't obviously even fit 120 people on stage. It's getting kind of tight with 60, so. But it's nice to see them get those experiences. And I always encourage everyone to do as much of that as possible because it's nice to see other things other than just here. So this year's 9th grade award goes to Cindy Kramer. Our next award, we've gone to, the James V. Colonna Award was our elementary award, but we switched that back to being more of the traditional marching band award that was when it was up in Butler with Mrs. Schmidt, the daughter of James V. Colonna. And Mrs. Nelson is the granddaughter of James V. Colonna. And we give this award to a marching band member that shows commitment, does help out when we need it, really volunteers, and just we see that in someone, and that's a great thing to see someone still help, and even though they don't have to, especially when they're seniors. But it's really been a great thing to see this young person develop, and not only develop, but only started late in band too, and we're very appreciative, especially at Disney at the end of the parade. People were dying, and it was 90 degrees out. I mean, it was a rough parade. And she did help, and she came around, helped Mrs. Nelson out, just volunteered, was running back and forth, and we were really impressed with that. So this award goes to Alex Ware. The next award is a nationally recognized award. It's the John Philip Sousa Band Award. Starting in elementary, going all the way up through, it takes a lot of music to stick with it because there's a lot of frustration with the music. Just not quite sounding right, sometimes sounding right, sometimes just not understanding something, and sometimes it's with the schedule we have, especially marching band, it's very extensive, probably one of the most extensive ones in the whole school. With all the festivals we go to, football games, parades, even the trip, but that was more voluntary, but that was fun and hot. But anyway, this person has stuck it all the way through elementary through her senior year, through thick and thin, and we think she deserves this award. So this award goes to Mackenzie Ford. This next award is the Joshua Dougherty Award. He was if you don't know who he was a drum major years ago in this band, and he was one of the people I've seen that I learned to respect and really gained a lot of respect. He was the one that really showed what it is to be a leader in band. Was always helping students, always helping everyone, never back down. And he's the epitome of what I like to see in a leader, always supporting everyone, regardless if someone looked at him funny one day or stole his girlfriend or something like that. He never let that bother him. He always helped out, and that's what we like to see, and this is something that reflects that. The Dockery family, his brother Paul and his and Xander's nephew. Sorry, it's up here. It's hot. And you're growing, man. Jeez. His nephew Xander is going to introduce or give the award out to a student that I think deserves this award. Has shown just to keep developing, not giving up on things, and started really late too. And this award also has a scholarship for it to continue on into secondary education, whatever they want to do with it. And this one's going to go to Mecca Airgood. Okay, to conclude our program, this is Chant Rituals. This is, it just has three main sections, very contrasting sections. It's another standard piece in concert literature. And Elliot Del Borgo is one of my favorite composers, and he just writes so dynamically in music. So this is our final Chant Rituals. And thank you tonight for coming, and again, not have to worry about Avengers Endgame. Now you can go see it. So I won't do any spoilers, because I know what happens, so. All right.